Hello everyone, my name is Lav the Fox. I am a flying fox VTuber here on the internet. I hope you're doing well and thank you for joining me here today. I'd like to start by giving out some credit to ASMR Collect and Play for inspiring me to play Phasmophobia, and I'll put his link in the description. I'm already pretty well affiliated with the game, so I'm very excited to play for you all today. I did want to give a warning. All of the spooky sounds have been turned down, so all of the nice nature noises will be prioritized and nothing will jump scare or anything. And we will be playing on the map Camp Woodwind to really maximize the nature and rain sounds for the video. This is my first ever video on this channel, so again, I thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoy this adventure into nature. Alright, we have made it to Camp Woodwind, and let's see what we are working with today. We are working on the case of Charles Shipman, who prefers to speak to people who are alone. And our objectives for this game are to prevent the ghost from hunting with a crucifix, get an average sanity below 25, and repel the ghost with incense while it is chasing someone. Now, thankfully, with the average sanity, me being the only one in the party will make that easier than not. However, I am not always the most keen on dipping below 25, as it gets very, very dangerous at that point. But the other two shouldn't be too difficult if we can get it to hunt us after, preventing it with a crucifix. But we have just the one light. It looks like it is raining, which will make for some great ambience and overall noises. And let's start grabbing our starting items, which I usually like to start out with a flashlight, naturally, a photo camera, and an EMF reader. This allows me to walk around the map a little more and gauge where the ghost may or may not be. Now, let's head out into the void of the night and see what kind of supernatural beings we can uncover. Looks like we walk right into a big old campsite or fireplace surrounded by some logs with some kind of storage tents over here. Oh, that sound is so satisfying. The pitter patter of the rain and the crickets behind it. Ooh. Makes me want to go camping. I have not been camping in so many years. It's got to be at least a decade. Not that I would want to go camping with any supernatural entities, but I think it would make for a very great experience. Oh, it looks like we have found an area where it might be. I believe it was for around, I'm not sure if it was around the tent or right outside of it, but I will throw down this stuff right here and I can get the generator turned on. We can get a little bit of a light on. Now, I do want to explore around just a little bit more to see if maybe we can find anything else out about the ghost. So far, all we have gotten is that one EMF 3, but I'm not 100% about where it came from or what exactly was being interacted with. Let me actually grab some more items so I can at least start kind of planting a home base to attack at. and I can always move items need be, and they will be much easier to grab when they are in the actual map. I'm going to actually start by speaking to it, which for that we will need to turn the lights out, but hopefully we can ask it some questions and get some information as to where this ghost might be. Actually, I don't think I can turn that out. I might just need to shut off the generator. Where are you? How old are you? Are you nearby? Are you close? Where are you? Okay, looks like we might need a little bit more time before we can use the spirit box. But for now, let me place down a journal, and I'm going to walk around just a little bit more with an EMF reader. See if there might be anything that we missed. It looks like all of these tents are relatively undisturbed. And we do have a pretty solid hiding spot in this yellow tent. That is a very good pro tip for Phasmophobia players. When you go into a new spot, always look for hiding spots first. Don't do as I did. Make sure you canvass your area. Usually there is a very decent hiding spot right here that I like to frequent. However, I do not have that luxury this round. See, that bathroom door did spawn open, or at least was open by the time I got in here. Oh, it looks like we do have a foot bone over here. I can come grab my photo camera and take a photo of. This will get us just a little bit of extra money. There we go. I do not need a thing of shampoo. Well, let's see if there are any updates to the situation with this ghost. It is still not wanting to. I heard it touch this light. Very, very interesting. Where are you? How old are you? Are you nearby? Actually, what might be a good idea is to grab a UV light, aka a glow stick. And if we're lucky, we might just be able to see a fingerprint on that light, which it looks like there is indeed. So we can go ahead and grab our photo camera and snap. Oh, we were just too late for it. Oh, I do not like that it is leaving gas burning objects unattended. That is not proper camping safety. And I will be giving this ghost a piece of my mind about it. But it looks like we do have ultraviolet. It is quite draining our sanity. It's quite significantly draining our sanity. So I will be grabbing a bottle of sanity medication. And I will set up a video camera so we can get a better view from inside the van. I do think I might have to turn off the generator to be able to see both the ghost orbs and the dots projector just a little bit better on my video camera. I will go ahead and sneak on over here, while of course enjoying the rain, taking some time to enjoy the pitter patters and enjoy just the nice ambiance before the ghosts come to disrupt that. Our sanity is still pretty high. It was pretty quiet for the last minute or so. Very, very interesting. Now, the rain is going to make it a little difficult to see, but as of right now, I do not see any ghost orbs, nor do I see any dots projector readings. And for those who do not know, the dots projector shoots out a big grid of lights that when the ghost runs by, you will see the faint green dotted outline of the ghost walking by. So it will be very obvious, usually, once a ghost runs through a dot projector. But not all the time do they do this, and sometimes it can be a little scarce. So we have to just be patient and see and be aware of all other possible pieces of evidence that it could interact with. But let me go ahead and get some salt placed down right over here. I have a sneaking suspicion it might have moved or might have wandered over to another area. But I will go ahead and move my video camera and see if we can get anything caught on tape. The rain also does make it difficult for ghost orbs to appear because the rain globules do slightly resemble the look of ghost orbs. It is more difficult when it is snowing out, but any and all weather anomalies do present some type of hindrance, but I can accept it for the sake of the rainy vibes alone. It still looks like it's being fairly quiet, so I might have to do a little more digging into the ghost to get it to really rile up and give me some more information. If I can find the spirit box, maybe I can talk to it just a little bit more. Where are you? How old are you? Are you nearby? Where are you? Do I hear a radio playing? Oh. Where are you? Oh, is it a different radio? Is that... Where are you? Oh, it is really throwing stuff outside. Let me go ahead and fish out my EMF reader, which looks like we have EMF 5 right over here. So I will go ahead and mark that in my journal, which means we are either dealing with a myling, an obake, a goryo, or a jinn. All not very fun entities. I think we might have better luck with the dots projector if it is out in view of the camera. It is reaching a very broad range of items to interact with. I am almost a little impressed, and that is a very, very active ghost. Does look like I might need to move my dots projector a little bit. I was also hoping to see if we could gather any ghost orbs from either of these cameras. However, things are looking pretty blank over here. Let me see. I would like to try and confirm to see if it is actually ultraviolet, because I want to say I've heard that the fingerprints on light switches sometimes do not always indicate that it is fingerprints. Either way, it does not hurt to be more thorough. Let's see if we can ask it any questions. Where are you? How old are you? Are you nearby? Are you close? Where are you? Still nothing on the spirit box. Why don't we grab a thermometer and see if we can rule out any freezing temperatures? Because I have been seeing my breath occasionally. I do see our temperature gauge steadily dropping. Oh, and I do believe I heard it touch one of the tent doors. A lot of the tent doors, actually. This is a very touchy ghost. Yes, so it did leave a handprint. But we are dealing with an obake here. So there is a possibility that it might not leave a handprint. Which it is starting to look like an obake. That's not a very good noise. Okay, that is just a ghost event. Let me find my spirit box one more time. Or rather, actually, take a moment to regain some sanity and see if we can gather anything. Now, there were a lot of seemingly back-to-back interactions, which I do know is a sign of twins. Additionally, this type of graphing is very consistent with twins, so I do have some preliminary guesses in mind. However, we are not seeing much from any other angle over here. I'm going to grab another crucifix. Oh, we can mark ultraviolet. Oh, so it is not twins. So that leaves Myling, Obake, Goryo, or Jin. What can we rule out? It cannot be Spirit Box, but it can be anything else. Okay, that is useful information to know. I wonder if we can find where I placed my journal. We still are pretty protected with the 2 crucifixes. It looks like it threw my journal, and I heard more throwing in here. Let me find where I placed my temperature, my thermometer. Maybe that can give us any more ideas. Oh, that is very freezing. Okay, we have found our 3rd piece of evidence, which leaves us with a Jin. I feel very accomplished finding that. But let's see if there's anything we could do to tick off one of these objectives, or at least maybe grab some more photos to get as much cash as we can. I have been hearing it touch a lot of these objects around here. I might have to do my reading up about what the djinn entails, because I do not remember it doing this much interaction. But if we could get a solid photo of the ghost, or at least try to repel it, I will be very, very happy. But for right now, it seems we just need to wait for it to do something. I can try to turn on the lights. Oh, here we go. Oh, I might have done it just too late. We got an interaction. Oh, and it spawned right in front of me. I'm not very quick to the reflexes. But we at least got a 3-star interaction photo. So I can be happy with that. But I think we can get a solid photo of this ghost if we just remain vigilant and remain patient. For now, we can enjoy the aesthetics of camping, like the idea of having a 2-bedroom tent. I've never seen this before. I'm not even sure if this is a real thing we can do. But I do like the organization and the setup of all of these. I was never much of a baked beans person when camping as a kid. We always did the traditional weenies, the hot dogs over the campfire, and we would do s'mores and things. My parents would typically bring some more stuff to store in a cooler, but I was always big on the frame grilled the hot dogs and the roasting the marshmallows with family friends. Some of my greatest memories as a kid was going to the national parks near our area and having some good days of camping. Oh, you know what? While we are wandering around, let's see if we can locate the cursed object. I do not have much desire to use it right now. Uh-oh. That's not good noises. I do believe it might be hunting us right now. Although I'm not 100% sure. Oh, it is hunting us right now. Or at least it was hunting us. Whew. We escaped by the skin of our teeth. I would really like to try to get a photo of it, but I might be pushing my luck just a little bit, so I think we will get out while we can. I'm going to make sure Jin is marked, and we will leave. Charles Shipman, thank you for sharing your space with me. I hope you are a Jin. And we got it right. Would you look at that? Let's see, we got some good money for that. I'm glad we got it all. We made it out in the end and got home safe and sound. I think that is where I will end it for this video, but thank you so much for joining me on this ghost adventure into the woods and into the campsite. This is a really fun adventure, and as I said, this is my first video, so I probably have much to learn, but nonetheless, it was an amazing experience, and thank you so much for joining me on it. Bye-bye.